Welcome to MAI Academy. My name is Samuel Omorigi, and I will be your digital instructor for this course, Service Design and Improvement Thinking. Let me state out what to expect from this course. In every society, the quality of services provided by institutions has a significant impact on the well-being of citizens, organizational success, and national development. Whether in government agencies, healthcare institutions, educational systems, security organizations, or private service providers, the ability to design effective services and continuously improve them determines how successfully institutions meet the needs and expectations of the people they serve. Service Design and Improvement Thinking is a comprehensive course that introduces you to the principles, methods, and mindsets required to create, manage, evaluate, and improve services. The course explores how institutions can understand the needs of users, identify weaknesses in existing systems, develop practical solutions, and create service experiences that are efficient, effective, accessible, and valuable. Service design is a human-centered approach that focuses on understanding the experiences, challenges, and expectations of the people who use a service. Instead of designing systems solely from the perspective of institutions, service design encourages organizations to consider how citizens, customers, employees, and stakeholders interact with services and how those interactions can be improved. A well-designed service is not only about delivering a final outcome, it also considers the entire journey that individuals go through when accessing a service. Every interaction, from obtaining information, completing procedures, receiving assistance, and providing feedback, contributes to the overall service experience. Poorly designed services often result in delays, confusion, frustration, waste of resources, and dissatisfaction among users. Improvement thinking is the continuous process of examining existing systems, identifying problems, analyzing causes, and implementing better approaches. Successful institutions understand that no service is perfect, and that changing social needs, technology, and public expectations require constant evaluation and improvement. This course examines the relationship between efficiency and effectiveness in public systems. A service may be efficient by using fewer resources, but it must also be effective in achieving its intended purpose. True institutional excellence occurs when services are delivered quickly, responsibly, and with meaningful, positive outcomes. The course also highlights the importance of communication in public service. Effective communication builds trust, reduces misunderstandings, improves cooperation, and ensures that citizens receive accurate information. Public servants and institutional leaders must communicate clearly, respectfully, and transparently to maintain strong relationships with the communities they serve. Another major component of this course is problem-solving within institutions. Every organization faces challenges such as delays, limited resources, poor coordination, technological difficulties, and changing public needs. Effective institutions do not ignore these problems. Instead, they use structured approaches to identify root causes, develop solutions, implement improvements, and evaluate results. Service design and improvement thinking require creativity, critical thinking, collaboration, and a willingness to embrace change. Institutions that encourage innovation are better prepared to respond to emerging challenges and deliver services that remain relevant and valuable. The course also emphasizes the importance of understanding the perspectives of different stakeholders. A successful service system considers the needs of service users, employees, leaders, policymakers, and the wider community. When all stakeholders are considered, institutions can design more inclusive and sustainable solutions. Modern technology has transformed how services are designed and delivered. Digital platforms, data analysis, automation, and online communication have created opportunities to provide faster, more convenient, and more transparent services. However, technology must be implemented carefully to ensure that it improves accessibility rather than creating new barriers. Furthermore, the course explores how organizational culture influences service quality. Institutions that promote accountability, teamwork, learning, and innovation are more likely to improve continuously. Employees must be encouraged to identify problems, share ideas, and participate actively in improving the systems they work within. By studying service design and improvement thinking, You develop the ability to look beyond routine processes and understand the deeper purpose of service delivery. They learn how to analyze systems, identify opportunities for improvement, communicate effectively, and design services that create meaningful value for citizens and communities. Ultimately, excellent service delivery is not achieved by chance. It is the result of careful planning, understanding users' needs, improving processes, developing competent employees, using resources wisely, and maintaining a long-term commitment to quality and innovation. This course provides the foundation for developing institutions that are responsive, efficient, effective, and capable of continuously meeting the changing needs of society. Importance of service design and improvement thinking. Studying service design and improvement thinking is essential because institutions today operate in environments where citizens and service users expect faster, more accessible, more transparent, and higher quality services. Organizations that fail to improve their systems risk becoming inefficient, outdated, and unable to meet the needs of society. The importance of service design and improvement thinking includes: 1. Improves quality of services. Helps institutions understand the real needs and expectations of service users. Encourages the design of services that are simpler, more accessible, and more reliable. Reduces errors and unnecessary difficulties in service delivery. Improves the overall experience of citizens and customers. Ensures that services provide meaningful value to society. 2. Promotes citizen and customer satisfaction. Creates services based on the experiences of the people who use them. Reduces frustration caused by delays and complicated procedures. Encourages institutions to listen to feedback and make improvements. Builds stronger relationships between service providers and users. Increases confidence in institutions. 3. Increases efficiency and productivity. Helps organizations use time, money, and human resources wisely. Identifies unnecessary activities and removes waste. Simplifies processes and improves workflow. Encourages better management of available resources. Improves employee performance and institutional outcomes. 4. Encourages continuous improvement. Creates a culture where institutions constantly evaluate their performance. Helps organizations adapt to changing circumstances. Encourages learning from mistakes and challenges. Promotes innovation and creative thinking. Prevents institutions from becoming outdated. 5. Strengthens problem-solving ability. Helps employees identify the root causes of challenges. Encourages evidence-based decision-making. Develops practical and sustainable solutions. Improves the ability to manage complex institutional problems. Reduces repeated failures and inefficiencies. 6. Improves communication and collaboration. Encourages clear communication between institutions and the public. Reduces misunderstandings and confusion. Strengthens teamwork among employees and departments. Promotes cooperation between different stakeholders. Creates an environment of openness and trust. 7. Supports innovation and adaptability. Encourages institutions to embrace new ideas and technologies. Helps organizations respond to changing social and economic conditions. Promotes creative approaches to service delivery. Supports digital transformation and modernization. Makes institutions more competitive and relevant. 8. Enhances accountability and transparency. Encourages institutions to measure performance and results. Promotes responsible use of resources. Helps organizations identify areas that need improvement. Builds public trust through openness and responsibility. Ensures services are delivered according to established standards. 9. Promotes inclusive and accessible services. Ensures that different groups within society are considered during service design. Helps remove barriers that prevent people from accessing services. Promotes fairness and equality in service delivery. Supports the needs of vulnerable and underserved populations. Encourages services that are easy to understand and use. 10. Contributes to institutional and national development. Strong services improve social and economic progress. Effective institutions support stability and public confidence. Better services improve education, healthcare, security, and other sectors. Efficient systems contribute to sustainable development. Institutions become better equipped to solve future challenges. Additional importance of service design and improvement thinking. Develops critical and analytical thinking among professionals. Encourages leadership focused on improvement and excellence. helps institutions measure success based on user experiences, promotes ethical and responsible service delivery, reduces operational costs caused by inefficiency and waste, improves decision-making through data and feedback, encourages employee involvement in organizational improvement, builds institutions that are resilient and prepared for change, creates a long-term culture of learning and innovation, strengthens the connection between institutions and the communities they serve. I look forward to congratulating you upon the successful completion of this course. To maximize your learning experience, ensure that you actively participate in all individual and group activities, as well as complete the course assessments. Your commitment and dedication will contribute greatly to your success. I wish you the very best throughout this learning journey, and I look forward to celebrating your achievements at the end of the course.